Oh, one of the last things I'm going to do for a while. If only the apocalypse hadn't happened, then I could have actually just continued to do YouTube and make it a career, but such is the way of things. Also, that camera is huge. It's like the entire expanse of my room. Like, it's literally got from my outer right wall to my outer left wall. Yeah, how far does that webcam reach? Okay. I'm starting 10 minutes early just because I want to see if people actually know that I was going to stream between 7 and such. So far, only no one except for me has shown up. Oh, wait, there's somebody. I was going to say, well, does it count as myself? No, it doesn't count as myself. I'm kind of stupid if YouTube counted as yourself. Shadow Flygon, hi, hello. Oh, wait, I forgot to do something. One moment. Just gotta fix this. Let me see. There we go. Fix that. Okay. Now everything should be running right. If I got this correctly. Someone is ignoring. Ignoring what? Like, what does that mean? I don't get it. So far, one person showed up in the first 2 minutes. That's more time than I actually would have expected. Actually, less time than I would have expected. I would have expected it to take about probably, well, given the time of the last streams, I'd probably say about, what is it? The last stream, first one took about a half hour for someone to show up? No. First stream was a half hour. Second stream was about 10 minutes in before someone actually managed to show up. And then that stream ended up getting taken down because the health cut out halfway through. Well, one person so far. I'm going to be doing this in 3 parts, by the way. I didn't say that in the video, but I am going to be doing that, this in 3 parts. Well, no, I actually did say that in the video. I said today, tomorrow, and Friday. But I'm going to be doing this in 3 parts. So there's going to be 1 part tonight, 1 part tomorrow, and 1 part Friday. I don't know why I'm explaining this to one person. One person isn't really worth explaining. It'd be better if I had like a bunch of people asking why or when the stream was going to happen, then explaining it would make more sense because you'd be actually explaining it to people who needed explaining. You just fiddle around with this a tiny bit. Like how when you stream, it actually gets rid of the search bar. So that way you can't accidentally click on anything and cancel the stream out. Extremely annoying when that happens during editing, let me tell you. Can you all hear the music? Music all going good. I got some non-copyrighted music from Sonic TV. So I'm borrowing that. So shout out to Sonic TV. But I didn't want to leave this stream just me talking because then I knew it would be completely silent. And I know that's not entertaining at all. Trust me, I know it's not entertaining because I have to listen to it when I edit. Well, I did start this 4 minutes early, so it's kind of, well, wait a minute. 4 minutes, but it's 6:55. Either that clock's lying or that clock's lying. But that clock can't lie, so it's got to be that clock. Either that or I just started like 20 seconds behind. Actually, where's my watch? It's over there, screw it. Time is not of importance since I gave it a 10-minute buffer. I really want to know what that green thing is. Like, because I can't tell if that's the stream health or if it's registering my voice and displaying it as the wavelength thing. Although, to be fair, the way it goes is kind of inconsistent. Well, wait, there, it kind of just registered with my voice. Yeah, there it's like registering with my voice. So if I start talking, yeah, okay, it might be my actual voice transmitted in a wavelength. Because I've only done this 1 or 2 times, remember that. I've only done this like 1 time successfully and then a second time when it didn't go successfully. So, still pretty new to the whole streaming thing. Although I don't really know if this would stream a game. Although YouTube doesn't really screen capture, so it's streaming a game wouldn't really make sense. I wonder if Twitch does that. Because I've seen people stream on Twitch, but I don't know if they're actually able to record with it. Because it just looks like the regular recording software whenever I watch people who stream on Twitch. Alone again. Naturally. The stream count just dropped to 0. Well, the stream count of who's actually in the stream. The stream health still seems fine. I haven't really gotten a message yet. Well, to be fair, the first time I streamed, after like an hour, it gave me that little stream health is low thing. One of the reasons why I said I would only be making these 3 streams an hour. Wonder if it'd be a good idea to record a Pokemon battle. Maybe just go into Festival Plaza and record something while I wait for some more people to show up. Because to be fair, Festival Plaza, you really just get random people asking you to do stuff all the time. Same thing kind of with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, you get a lot of people show up just wanting stuff too. Especially when it's a room. I found out this a hard way. But when you're playing Monster Hunter, if you make a room online, 70% of the time, I want to say, people will join and they'll be like, they'll join a room and it'll be like you'll have a specific thing set up. Like you could say have a room set for hunting Silver Rathalos, because that's the last thing I remember hunting on Monster. Oh, actually, no. I made a room for hunting Brachydios the other day, but no one showed up, which sucks because I need an Immortal Reactor to upgrade my Lightbreak Twins. But, like, you can make a room for hunting specifically Brachydios, and you can make it G rank, and someone will show up wanting to hunt Gore Magala for high rank, which not agreed, but admittedly, not too terrible a request, because, I mean, Gore Magala is still a highly sought after monster, and a lot of good stuff can be made out of its pieces. A lot of good like weapons in that, especially for some reason the chaos weapons, although I personally don't like them, but a lot of people seem to think they're worth the time. But like, it's really annoying when someone joins a room that's dedicated to one specific purpose. Like, you have, again, the room dedicated to Brachydios, and someone shows up wanting to hunt a Gore Magala, and they don't even ask. That's when it especially annoys me, is when they join the room and they don't ask, oh, can we hunt Gore Magala after this hunt for Brachydios? I need blah, 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 Gore Magala Feeler Plus. Because that's like one of the most irritating things, is when people are just completely selfish and don't read something and just hop into whatever room's available to try and steal away the leadership of that room and take it for their own. It's like the game's kind of infected with star screams. Which, oddly enough, is funny, because I was actually managing to watch Transformers Prime earlier before the stream, like as I was taking like a quick break from recording. I was actually able to watch like a full episode of Transformers Prime. I think it was episode 12, I believe. It was the one where Jack, Miko, and Raph got stuck in the Shadow Zone with the Skyquake clone. Well, not clone, but zombie. How's my team in the Nuzlocke? Not too bad. It's only lost one member, so that's good. Oddly enough, Nuzlocke's gotten a lot less views than I would have thought. I would have thought the Nuzlocke would have been like one of the most popular things on the channel immediately. Especially with how popular the Pokemon Yellow Charmander video was. Because that had like 9,000 views the first week it aired. Oh, not first week, but first month it aired. Which surprised the heck out of me, because I did not believe that the one video where it was just me running through Pokemon, especially in Pokemon Yellow, because that was when I didn't know how to edit. That was when I started, and everything was extremely boring. But I didn't think something of me just running through the rain with Pokemon would be that entertaining. Although, to be fair, I guess Charmander in the rain is technically clickbait, because you got Charmander in the rain, and if I put the picture of Charmander sitting in the rain with the leaf over its head in the actual episode where Charmander was stuck in the rain, then kind of makes sense that it would be a tiny bit clickbait. But my actual team right now is not doing too bad. I managed to get Crawley up to level 20 so that he might have some chance of taking on the Psychic Gym. Pretty sure it's not going to be a big chance, but it's some chance. I mean, if he does see an Abra or a Kadabra, then I don't really think I'll have to worry too much, because we all know Abra, and, well, I know, not everyone knows, but it's quite evident that Abra and Kadabra do not possess the greatest of defenses. Matter of fact, it's quite poor, their defenses. They actually are pretty frail. Especially Alakazam, especially Mega Alakazam. You hit that thing with one move, and you can basically knock it out. Mega Alakazam cannot take it. It's worse than Greninja, how much a hit that thing cannot take. If there were a way to put items on Mega Pokemon, I guarantee you, every single person running a Mega Alakazam would run a Focus Sash. Just because it's that frail. It is actually one of the frailest Mega Evolutions I've ever seen. Which, interesting topic, well, interesting footnote, but I found out today that Garchomp actually goes down in speed when it Mega Evolves, and I had forgotten about that. I didn't remember that there were actually negatives to a Pokemon Mega Evolving. Although, to be fair, the HP never really rose on any Mega, so that's kind of a negative, I guess. Have you guys noticed Megatron, by the way? I got Megatron sitting up in the corner up there, because I figured the stream would be the camera would be a bit far out, but I didn't really think it would be this far out, so I just stuck Megatron up there. Plus, I needed a place to put him, because the thing I normally have him sitting on was holding the camera right now. Also, I know you can't see it because it's behind my head, but you look behind me, and you see I got 2 Dragos on my alarm clock. Which, by the way, alarm clock, not that reliable, considering sometimes it goes out in the middle of the night. Like, I've caught it like 5 times in the past 2 months going out in the middle of the night. To be fair, I don't ever really use it as an alarm clock, though. I kind of just use it as, like, a wall clock. Well, I could probably find a wall clock if I wanted. They're probably not too expensive. Actually, if I went to Walmart, I could probably see how much a wall clock is, but oh, I have much recording to do, so that is a no-go. Especially got a lot of recording to do with Zelda if I want to get any sort of progress in that. Because that's going to take a lot of recording to actually get progress in. Because you guys know, like, every Zelda video is unedited, so it's not really that much time spent to edit. But to record it is usually, like, every video is about 40 minutes to an hour. Because I remember the Fire Temple, I believe, was an hour, and the Water Temple was an hour, because I tried to do the Water Temple all in one go. Big mistake, by the way, if you're trying to record going through the Water Temple. Always do that in 2 parts, because, let me tell you, you will fail to record it in one part unless you're streaming, and your stream capability is longer than 2 hours. Oh, a lot of messages from Shadow Flygon. Alright. the stream count went back down to 0. See if anyone else shows up. Or if the same person returns. I am assuming that's like the people besides me that are actually in the stream, because it's at 0 right now. So if it would count me as nobody, then it would make sense why the thing is not going up by anything or staying at 1. Also makes sense why doing a while doing a stream it wouldn't count you as an actual member, because that would be it would be kind of odd, because you got to think, if you counted yourself as part of the stream, I sound like Jeff Goldblum right now, but if you counted yourself as part of the stream, then wouldn't really make sense as to why the stream would count you. Man, that poster is shiny. I mean, I knew it was shiny because it's always reflecting the light that's coming off my ceiling fan, which you guys can kind of see in the TV. But it never really occurred to me that it was that shiny until I'm seeing it in the camera reflection. Because, like, in the camera, it's a lot brighter than it is in real life. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. It's odd. A lot of messages being retracted. Ooh, almost clicked the button. Almost clicked the close the window button. That would not have been good. Oh, what would be a good idea to do as a stream thing right now? Not a lot of people here, so not really a lot of people to do stuff with. Mario Kart's fun, but it takes a lot of Wi-Fi, so that might cripple the stream health. Although, to be fair, anything on the DS takes a lot of Wi-Fi. Well, not a lot of Wi-Fi, but a lot of Wi-Fi concentration. But the DS really has to work to keep its Wi-Fi running. Wonder if I could share this on any social media thing. If I could share the stream. Let me see. Nope, not seeing anything. Oh, wait. There's a thing here. What does this do? I'm assuming that's a share button, but I don't really want to click it in case of it showing all my personal information. Conundrum. I wonder if I actually did click that, what would happen. I'm kind of tempted to click it just to see what happens. Also, can you guys hear me? Because there's like a little microphone thing down here next to the 3. Is that? Oh, so it is the microphone. Okay. That actually makes sense now. Would explain why the microphone didn't work. I do have music on. Can you guys hear it? Is it too quiet? Probably is really quiet because it is jazz. And no, not the Transformer. By the way, they have made a studio series jazz. Alright. It's definitely going to be too loud. How about that? How's that? Because it probably sounds louder. Well, let's turn down one more octave, probably. There we go. That's probably better. Because like it probably sounds different because the stream right now is running on the laptop's internal mic. So it's probably going to sound louder to you guys than it would to me because it's running through an internal mic, not an external mic, so my voice wouldn't be the first thing it hears. Kind of like how SmartPixel actually runs, too. Because SmartPixel runs on external mic unless you have the headphone cords in, then it switches to internal mic. Do I have a brother? I do. Do not live with him, but I do have one. I also technically have two, because I have my dog, and he's basically like family. That's the thing with pets. We always consider them as family. The one kind of family we're never really going to lose. Well, never really going to lose, never really going to run out of, because pets kind of constantly reaching that point of always being around. At some point, once the apocalypse happens, animals are going to outlive all of us. They're going to end up getting superpowers from the radiation instead of dying from it, and there's just going to be a planet run by cryptos. Or it could be even worse. It could be a planet run by the cat from Sailor Moon. Although, to be fair, that might actually work out better because the cat from Sailor Moon is able to achieve human speech. And I don't know if Crypto can. Although, isn't there like another pet or animal in the Marvel universe? Not Rocket, but like the there's a dog in the Marvel universe. I forget what it is. It's the space dog. Is it the name of the space dog that was on the Russian space shuttle? Let me actually look at that. Let me look up Marvel animals. Probably would be the best thing. Go. This up and running. Oh, we actually got a like. Nice. Let's see. No, don't start playing anything. Marvel dog. Here we go. Let's see if that yields any result. Cosmo, that's what it was. Cosmo the space dog. Yeah, he was part of the Soviet, he was a Soviet dog sent to nowhere. And he's also part of the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of want to see if they'll actually incorporate him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Probably turn off the Kindle now so it doesn't run out battery. Because in case more people do show up and want to do game stuff, probably be a good idea to have battery to record said game stuff. I keep noticing Megatron up in the top corner. It keeps reminding me how much I actually want a Transformers Prime Starscream. Because that's one of the best Starscream. That and probably, well, this is my opinion, but Transformers Prime Starscream and I guess technically Generation 1 Starscream is different from Fall of Cybertron Starscream. So Fall of Cybertron Starscream are probably two of the best Starscreams in my opinion. They're probably easily two of the best. In terms of body design and also in terms of like character. Because when you have Starscream, you gotta have that kind of treacherous side to him. So having a Starscream that's a complete pushover would be a little uncharacteristic. I wonder if like the one person that showed up left and then another Poison, I'm from Jersey now. But if another person joined after that and liked the stream, that would be kind of coincidental because then I would never know if it was the original person or if it was another person who showed up. So my hair is long. I need to get like trimmers. I need money basically to do stuff. So I need to find a job soon. It's going to be increasingly evident. Oh, no, the like was Shadow Flygon. Alright, well, thank you, Shadow Flygon. I remember you've been around on the channel since... what was it? believe the first time I saw you on the channel was back in Pokemon Yellow, maybe? Was that the first comment? I don't remember. It might have been. I'm gonna check. Hopefully this doesn't shut the stream down or anything, but I'm gonna check and see if I can see the first comment. Looks like the stream still runs if I open another window and switch to said other window. So let me actually see if this will work. Also, I've managed to do about 0% of recording today that I plan to. Community. That would probably be... Here we go. No, not that. Shadow Fly Gone. All right. Let me see if I was right, because I kind of want to see if I was right. Nope. Maybe it was 2 words. Yep, there it was. All right. First one was on Pokemon Yellow. I was right. When you told me about your channel, that might have been back when I started, because I sent out like a message to all people I knew that I had started a channel. Which, funny enough, a lot of the people who I didn't tell, which was a very wide range, because a lot of people I didn't really have personal relations with, especially in school, because like that's like the breeding ground for friends. But unfortunately, I am not one as fortunate to have a wide social sphere. Sometimes by choice, sometimes not, mind you. But when I told about, I think it was the selective 10 people I told that I had started a channel, I told them and kind of gave me the humble beginning. Like I got a few people I knew shoot up. Like Couch Potato 1234, he showed up. Who else? There was someone else. I don't know if my brother actually ever saw the channel. I don't know what his YouTube account will be. Speaking of accounts, Shadow Flygon, what is that thumbnail? Looks like you're holding something black in between a pair of fingers. Actually, it kind of looks like you're holding a Night Fury head in between your fingers. Which is odd, because I have a mini Toothless right up there. I mean, you guys probably can't see it, because it's so small and it's black, but you can see right there. Like, right up there. There's a little mini Toothless. Right there. He's really tiny. I actually made that one out of, like, paper and cardboard, and I actually got it painted to look real. Well, real in terms of color. I'll actually grab it. Here, hang on. But yeah, you can see I like painted it to make it real. So like the eyes I painted green and the rest of it I got covered black. The bottom didn't really get anything in terms of color, because when I made it, it kind of just came out like that. But yeah, I actually did that a while ago, and it was more well done than I expected. I'm not going to leave it on the floor. I can't do that to any sort of Night Fury. Speaking of Night Fury, anyone excited for How to Train Your Dragon 3? I know I am. I really want to see that in Light Fury, because that kind of confirms the whole Night Fury subspecies kind of thing. Which also might confirm the theory that Hello Future Me had, that the Night Fury and Skrill, well, that's already been confirmed, because we saw in the one trailer Toothless channeling lightning. But that might also confirm that the Skrill and the Night Fury might be of a subspecies of something. Because I've thought for a while that some of the dragons, like if you've ever seen the Sandwraith or the Woolly Howl in Rise of Berk, that they look exceedingly similar to Night Furies in terms of body structure and skull structure, and they actually have very similar kind of flight patterns as well. So I thought for a while that some stuff might be related to the Night Fury. But then when the Light Fury was actually introduced, I was like, okay, so are the Light Fury and the Night Fury subspecies of something else? Like maybe the Night Fury and Light Fury are subspecies of like the All Fury. Sounds like I'm trying to make a new My Hero Academia character. It's like when All Might dies, he just gets replaced by All Fury, which is like the ghost set on fire. To be fair, an All Might ghost would be pretty much unstoppable if it could go tangible and actually hit real stuff. I kind of want All Might to actually die now that I thought of that idea, because I want to see if he would actually come back as a ghost and be stronger than he was in real life. Like Yoda in Star Wars, or Obi-Wan. Well, Obi-Wan never really came back and was proved he was stronger, because he didn't really fight anything as Ghost Obi-Wan, or Force Projection Obi-Wan. To be fair, none of the Force projections really proved they were stronger after coming back. They just kind of proved they came back. We never really got any proof from the movie that they were able to actually fight anything and have tangible effects on the real world. Which would be scary if, like, Darth Maul actually became a part of the Force, like he became a part of the Force, and he actually managed to like Force project himself and kill all the Jedi, and specifically target Luke. Although, to be fair, that kind of wouldn't really work since Luke is dead already. And yes, he's dead because we saw The Last Jedi. Spoilers. Probably should have said that first. Probably should have said that first before saying that Luke died. Yeah, well, we all saw it coming. Right? He basically went the Optimus route. For those of you who don't understand what I mean, the Optimus route is basically turn into a cranky old man and kind of isolate yourself from everything. What do you think of the 7th season of Clone Wars? I never really watched that much of the Clone Wars. I mean, I agree, it's better than some other Star Wars cartoons. Not better than the original, of course, but Star Wars Clone Wars wasn't too terrible. But I only ever really saw the first 2 seasons of that, and then I saw Star Wars Rebels when it came out. And I gotta say, I kind of don't really like Star Wars Rebels. One reason just being because at the end, they almost always either leave it on a neutral note, or they leave it on like someone learned a lesson note. And I don't really like when shows do that. It's not only is it something that I really dislike just because the leave a lesson at the end isn't really that engaging for like older audiences like myself. It's more of like children's audiences, which I guess they were kind of trying to pander to since Star Wars is now property of Disney. But it's also incredibly overdone. Like, the learn a lesson ending is incredibly overdone. And when they use it, it's really used wrong. Like, they honestly just... Phones, you can shut up. But they use it to the point where it's like, oh, okay, they're saying something we don't need to know. We already saw this in the episode. It's already been done. Just end the episode. And I honestly don't really like it. I'm sorry. I can't get into a show that had like the learn a lesson endings. No, the Empire never really won a battle, but there were times when there were like neutral fights. Like the Empire didn't win, and well, if we're talking about Clone Wars, then the Republic. No, not Republic. Crap. What was the original bad guys called in Star? It wasn't Republic. I don't think. I don't think the bad guys were called the Republic, but I'm just gonna say Republic. But like it would end with like the Republic had a loss and the Senate and the Jedis had a loss. Yeah, Separatists. That's what it was. Thank you. But like the Separatists had a loss and the Jedi had a loss, and no side really ever gained anything out of it. So it was basically kind of at a stalemate. or stalemate, kind of. Well, actually, no, stalemate works. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I can't really get into shows with learn the lesson endings. Which, to be fair, Clone Wars didn't do all that often, but it did have a lot of episodes where they were kind of just like filler episodes, and there was a positive ending, and I really kind of didn't like that. It's like with what was it? There was a show I was watching the other day, but it's like, oh, what was it? Spider-Man, Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man. I watched that, and when I was watching that, I saw like 2 episodes of it, 2 different episodes, and it was like both episodes, they were like single part, and they both ended with the show and the characters learning a lesson and the good guys coming out on top, which, first off, is the wrong way to tell Spider-Man entirely, because he never always comes out on top. But also because it's really overdone in that show, and they really make it sappy. And like every single ending to every episode of that show was the same kind of. It was the same kind of thing, that they would always end it with good guy wins, bad guys lose, everybody cheers, and there's always some sappy speech at the end, and it's usually always like the same sappy speech. And I don't know, it's one of those endings that you can't really get into. I mean, for me, I can't really get into it. I prefer shows that like don't end with like a sappy speech, because that kind of takes out the whole learn a lesson vibe. I mean, if they learn a lesson, we get it. It's kind of self-explained through the show. Like, eventually the character comes to some realization around the climax, and we're like, okay, that's the lesson here. We can just take away with that. But the ending doesn't really need to restate that for a full 2 minutes. That's why I like Transformers Prime so much, is because not only is it so much better than Transformers Animated, and honestly, a slight bit better than the original Transformers, but it also lacks that kind of ending, and it packs more Transformers into everything than anything we've seen before. Because like Transformers Animated still went really heavy on the human interaction, kind of like the Michael Bay films, only with animation. And the original series of Transformers did still have a good amount of human interaction in it as well. And some of the other series, like Transformers Cybertron, I believe was the name of it, they had like really sappy endings, but no humans, which, well, rarely humans. I can't say no humans, because I remember there were humans in Cybertron. But they still had those really sappy endings, and it drives me away whenever a show has that. I mean, sometimes it can work. Sometimes, if it's like the right kind of show, like, I can't really give an example, but Transformers Prime is something I can think of off the top of my head. When you don't end a show like that with a sappy ending, that's the right way to do a show like that, is you don't need to end it with a sappy ending. Matter of fact, the way Transformers Prime ends a lot of its episodes is it either ends with like a hint as to what happened in the episode, like maybe a flashback to a piece of something that was destroyed, like in the Scraplet episode, there was a leg of a Scraplet still sitting around, and it kind of wiggled. It was really hard to see too, because it's like in the background. But there was that, and then there's an episode where the my phone's going off. Hang on. But there was also a thing in the. There was a thing in the. What was it? There was a thing in another episode where it was after Optimus got the Star Saber, and it kind of ended on Megatron being like, "We Decepticons now face our darkest hour." I didn't even try with an impression for Megatron. I know I can't do his voice. The person they got for Megatron in Transformers Prime, masterful voice for Megatron. But it ended on that, and it was like, okay, that's a good way to end it, because now we know the Decepticons are actually afraid, so they want to find a way to stop this. We can tell just from Megatron's expression that he wants something to tip the balance of power back in his favor, which he later says in the episode to follow. I mean, they're not really the same kind of endings as PSAs, because PSAs completely different. PSAs are like the one thing that you never want to see. Like ads on YouTube now, you always have to see those. You can't really get away from them. But there's that. And the reason PSAs aren't the same as like sappy endings is because they're not really related to they're not overly going over the top to express some gratitude to someone for teaching a lesson, but they're more in the sense of leaving a message, like at the end of all the Transformers movies where Optimus leaves a message. It's kind of like that, but with less sentiment and more like almost of an advertising tone. So it's kind of different in a way that it's not really emotional, and it's kind of just advertisement. So you know, like, okay, I don't really need to listen to this. This is in no way anything that's gonna affect the show. So I can try and just skip this, move on to the next episode, or skip this, move on to the next movie. It really does suck when like entire movies get turned into PSAs, though. Like if you turn and like if you turn an entire movie into a PSA, like the way Transformers 5 was kind of turned into a big giant PSA. Because you see that and it's like, oh, you're doing this huge message about everyone can be a hero? No, that's not what a Transformers movie is. You shouldn't turn... Not only is that not what a Transformers movie is, but you should not leave... why is this going off? Why is this going off? Shush. Did that do it? Yeah, I did it. But you shouldn't turn movies into like big giant PSAs. Mainly because not only does that take away from the movie and kind of pull the viewer out of it and into an experience that they don't really want to see, but at the same time, it also gives you that kind of thing where it's like you get taken out of the movie and put into something that could have been put in a better place. Like you could have taken... I'm going to move closer to the camera a bit here, but you could have taken, like, say, a Disney movie, because Disney movies always have, like, huge PSAs at the end, or they're basically huge PSAs already, and you could take that and you could make a PSA at the end, and that would make sense. But if you have something that's, like, supposed to be an action movie, you don't really want to make the whole thing a PSA. Like, that works, honestly, better when you don't have it like a PSA. Still only one person at the stream, oddly enough. And we're 43 minutes in? Well, 33 minutes in if you count the 7 o'clock mark. But we are 43 minutes into the stream. 2 likes, though, which is odd. I mean, I've seen 2 people show up. I've seen the number change to 2 a couple of times. But so far, only 1 person in the chat and 2 likes. Also, now we're down to 1 person. So maybe first person... Oh, no, there's another person. I wonder if it's just like people popping in and popping out because they see not really anything happening. Again, sorry I can't really like do a game while I'm doing the stream, but I can't really record anything with the laptop because there's no screen recording software for the laptop that actually works too particularly well. And I do know I've tried like looking up several screen recording softwares on the Google store, like for the laptop, the Google, I think it's just called the Google Store. I don't know if it's called something else, but I've tried looking for multiple things on now. 3 people on the stream. Okay, so that's 3. biggest number so far while I was streaming. It actually is the biggest number. I think the first stream only had 2 people show up, and the first stream only had, or first stream, second stream only had 1 person show up, and then after 10 minutes that person left, and then the stream broke. Yeah, what was I talking about? Gaming, right. But I couldn't really find a good screen recorder on the Google store, and when I went to look for like a screen recorder on Google and just searching stuff up, there wasn't really anything good. Mainly because a lot of the software had really bad reviews, which is kind of often with screen recorders, that screen recorders and capture softwares don't really work as well as a good capture card. But those and stuff on Google didn't really give a good result for a screen recorder, and at the same time didn't really get a whole lot of results for stuff like Bandai Cam, because in order to have that, I need to have a different operating system like Windows or Mac, and I unfortunately have a Chromebook, one of the most useless pieces of technology, because Chromebook literally can't download anything. Oh, 5 people showed up to the stream. Okay. So we're actually getting up to 5 people after 7:36. Odd. Well, wait, it went down to 3. Huh. Must have been a bug. But, yeah, the screen recording thing, not really possible with Chromebook. Like, every software I found is either extremely crappy, is for a different operating system, or can't really be downloaded onto the laptop. Also, I just realized I'm in shadow right now, but the rest of my room has like a big glow around it. Wonder if I move back if that doesn't think. Let me see. Okay. I'm back here now. Can you see me? Hi. No, it didn't really change anything, but I'm back here now. Hello. Actually, now that I'm looking at it and looking at the camera at the same time, it's making me realize how spacious this room actually is. Because, like, in order to, like, reach my wall over there, because I got 2 walls. I got one wall right here that I can reach with my fingertips, and I got another wall over there, but in order to reach that one, I'd probably need about 2 yardsticks. Or meter sticks. Well, no, 1.5. My bed's only about, well, no, my bed is 2 meter sticks, so yeah, probably 2. Well, I know the 3 number wasn't a glitch, because that one keeps popping up. Is the stream healthy? Is it good for you guys? Is there, like, any lag or anything? Because that might be affecting people's stream watching experience. Might be the ceiling fan, too. Because a lot of movement does cause stuff to run slower, so it might be the ceiling fan acting up, or making the stream act up. Also, I can see like a bunch of pixels. Looking in the camera right now, I can see like pixel there, pixel there, pixel there, pixel there, pixel there. Like, I can see just like a wall of pixels. Though, to be fair, sometimes it kind of gets that illusion in real life that sometimes when I'm looking at something, it'll be like, I'll see like a wall of like an invisible kind of wall of things just jumping up and down the floor. And I know there won't be anything there. And it'll be like, well, sorry, you have to go, Shadow Flygon, but see you later. Thank you for showing up to the stream. But there'll be times in real life where like I'll see like a wave of things just moving across the floor, like a tiny little, like it'll seem like there's an extra layer to the floor made of just air, and it'll seem like it's moving. It'll seem like there's little white dust particles moving on the wave of air, and I won't really be able to like see it or touch it, but I'll be able to see it. And every time I move, it will move as well. So it's like sometimes there's that optical, I don't even know what words are coming out of my mouth at this point, but it'll be kind of like that optical illusion sort of thing. It's really weird too, because it happens without any kind of, wait a minute. Okay, give me a second, because I'm going to watch the stream health, because it looked like it was just jumping between seconds. Is that what happened? Was it just catching up? Because that might explain why this thing is suddenly almost on par with real time. Because now it says 50 minutes stream's been going, and it's 7:40 right now, which makes sense because I started at 6:50. Learn new things every day. Also, I can't believe the streams actually lasted this long. Oh, hey, look, there's a little camera icon up here. I didn't notice it yet, but like, there's a little camera icon up in the web address thing. Full of burps right now. But there's a web address thing. There's a little webcam, and I didn't realize that. So it actually shows that this is running. If I put my hand over this camera, does it do anything? Yep, because that's the camera that's running. So that's the light, and that's the camera. Does anything happen if I put my hand over the light? Nope. And what's this little hole right here? There's like another little hole right next to the light. Step into the light. What are you? Looks like it just got a hole drilled in it. Weird. Must be just a manufacturing thing. Although, to be fair, it doesn't go all the way through, so I don't really see the point of manufacturing a hole that only exists in one side. That word got completely slurred. Drank way too much apple juice earlier. Yes, surprising. At my age, I actually still drink apple juice. Not often, but whenever I need something other than water. Like if I need some drink that has something other to it than just the bland taste of water. Because water has no taste. It has no taste unless there's a lot of minerals in it. And then it'll cause the water to taste kind of metalish or earthy. And, well, metalish isn't really the right word because that's what happens when it gets filled with lead. But it'll get this kind of mineralish taste. Like you kind of just took in a whiff of granite through your taste buds. Don't know why I'm singing this, but I feel like I need to pass time. If only I could have a whiteboard behind me, because then I could draw stuff. Hang on, if I actually go back this way, how far does it? Oh, you actually kind of see my whole height almost. But I could have a drawing board drawing white. God dang speech. But I could have a drawing board right here, and then I could just draw stuff that you guys suggest in the stream. Or how flat does this go? Well, that kind of goes opposite the camera. But I could have a drawing board right here, and I could draw stuff that you guys suggested for the stream. So that's an idea for next time. Unfortunately, no clue if that'll actually work. Actually, no clue if that will work. Okay, that creeped me out. You guys probably didn't see it. Actually, you might have seen it. I can't rewind this. But I was about to say something, and my door just moved, and it freaked me out. Actually, no, you guys wouldn't have seen it, because the door's at such an... Well, you're looking at the door backwards, because you're seeing this hinge. But over at that hinge, it moved, and it shifted out just far enough to where it's not completely closed. Ghosts, man. Ghosts. When did that actually start? I want to know the origin date of that meme. That meme had to have started a long time ago. And you know it's dead if I'm saying it started a long time ago, because I'm always 10 million years behind everything. I didn't even know about Nyan Cat until 2015. And then it became my favorite thing for about a year. Mainly because it was just something I could use to get inside people's heads. Which is not too terrible a time. Also, I, for some reason, really like to do this voice. Weird how this voice, or the voice I was just doing, is always like the default one I go to after shifting from my voice. Also, my legs are getting a little bit tired. It's kind of getting hard to keep them in position. Well, position to where I can stand up. Well, stand, sit, kneel. That's what I'm doing, is I'm kneeling. Couldn't think of the word. I could try doing a speed transforming of something, but I can't really speed the stream up. Can I? Nope. Cannot speed up the stream. Although I may have to end it soon because the stream health is getting a bit dangerously low. No, wait, it went back to normal. Okay. Well, that works out well. At least the stream health has been good, consistent so far. Hasn't been like it shifted from exceedingly crappy to completely fine, I guess. No viewers on the stream. Odd. Bet if I typed in Pokemon Battle into the tags of this, then people would show up. Because whenever there's a YouTuber streaming, people who want to actually get on YouTube will always go there and just like challenge the streamer to a battle and be like, okay, I want to do this, so let me join your stream. And they'll try and request battles with the streamer when they're actually taking battles. Like on Pimp Night's stream, people will often request to battle him when he's taking battles. And a lot of people kind of think like, ooh, I can actually be on YouTube for 5 seconds? Yoink! And they'll just take that opportunity like it's candy from a baby. You always hear that expression, but how easy is it actually to take candy from a baby? And does it vary between each baby? That would be a social experiment. Probably an unacceptable one by today's morale code. Like, if you try to take a piece of candy from one baby, would they not have a different reaction than a different baby? Or would they have a similar reaction? Because, I mean, all babies have, like, an inherent thing of, like, they only want a few things. They want food, they want warmth, they want attention, and they don't really have a concept of, like, attachment to anything. So, like, if they drop something and it isn't food or warmth, then it'll be like, oh, what was that? I don't even remember what that was. If you're wondering how I know all this, I actually took a psych class. So I actually know a little bit how these things work. Of course, I knew a little bit before I took it, but I know more after that class than I did before. Hello, helicopter. Wonderful way to stream. You get to hear a giant helicopter in the background. Speaking of helicopters, they released another studio series for the Bumblebee movie of Whirlwind, which I am particularly a fan of. I would so laugh if Megatron just fell and triggered a chain reaction and everything on that dresser came toppling over. Though to be fair, the TV wouldn't be a tremendous loss because it's dead on 4 legs and it can't really run anything because there's no cable box hooked up to it. Used to be, but I disconnected it because charging us money we didn't need because I never watch television anymore. I know, shocking. I never watch TV. I never pay attention to the wasteland that it's become. And that's honestly not just my opinion either. Like, everyone believes TV has become a wasteland. In fact, I barely ever see anyone who still says, oh yeah, I watch TV. I genuinely enjoy a bunch of programs. Because there's not really that many programs to enjoy. Everything's either a ripoff or some spawn of the same kind of genre. Like Real Housewives, there's like 50 different shows that try and imitate that. MasterChef, 50 different shows that try and imitate that, but kind of fail because it's not like actual cooking. And no, I don't watch like full-on cooking shows, but I do like catch glimpses of them when I'm flipping channels on someone else's TV. Or when people here are flipping through TV channels. And there's another one too with stuff like Criminal Minds. bunch of shows been done that have the same kind of premise as Criminal Minds. It's just a group of officers or detectives or something like that. And a lot of them done it better, but still, stuff keeps spawning out of the woodwork. NCIS, Criminal Minds, Law and Order. Although, to be fair, Law and Order is like the original Criminal Minds. Well, to be fair, to prefer all of them, I prefer Monk over all of them. Monk was actually a lot better than a lot of detective shows out now. Because a lot of detective shows, you can tell they're all staged, and they all have to do with the same thing, which is kind of like Monk, but Monk was specifically to address murders. Like, the whole premise of Monk was he solved unsolvable murders because his wife was murdered in an unsolvable murder. So that's the whole reason that show was centered around murders. But at the same time, stuff like Criminal Minds, well, not all crimes are the same, but yet they still do like thousands of different murders or rape cases. And same thing with Law and Order, is that they repeat so many cases. It's like there's more crimes than just rape and murder. Like, what about bank heists? Or, well, I was going to say murder again, but like bank heists or kidnappings. Like, you could try and solve some of them and like actually do stuff before it's too late. I don't know. I don't really like any of the law shows that are out now. They don't really entice me. Boom, 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 boom. So 0 people here now. Feels about right. Feels kind of like my social sphere, actually. Well, to be fair, my social sphere has at least like 2 people in it, but rarely ever see or talk to them, so I wonder what the weirdest face the human head can actually make is. Because like I've seen faces where one person has like both eyes going out, their nose shoved up, and like their lips contorted into such a weird position, and they're able to like move their ears one at a time and like position them in a certain way. I think that's the weirdest that the human face can do. But can we not also like move our hair somehow? Like, can we remotely move our hair? Probably not, but that would be kind of cool if we could. Be another way to make an odd face, would it not? Also, we get a lot of control over our chin muscles, so we could use those in the creation of an odd face. Although, to be fair, the chin is kind of like one giant bone, so it'd be a little hard to contort that in different positions, because you'd have to contort the entire bone. And chins don't really, like, do that. They don't really, like, conk down into a different position. Wow, yeah, the camera actually is creating a lot of pixel things. Well, I bet professional YouTubers never deal with that. Matter of fact, it never looks like professional YouTubers deal with that. Also, 7 minutes left of the stream. 7 minutes, or 6 minutes and 10 seconds, and counting. Also, it just went from 48 to 50, so that's not right. Also, stream time is behind, so that's not a thing that I enjoy. I don't enjoy when stuff isn't accurate. That's one of my biggest problems, is when stuff isn't accurate to anything. Like, if you have something that's taking a source material and it's not accurate to said source material, it really annoys me when stuff does that. I wonder if do I have anything to throw? I have this. Wonder if I can throw this and hit one of the Dragonoids up there, or hit Megatron without, like, because I'd have to throw it like this to try and hit Megatron. See if I can do it. Nope. I saw where that hit actually. It hit like right there on the TV. Go back, rewind if you didn't see it. I cannot do that, unfortunately, because I am not the Rewind God, also known as Max Caulfield. Speaking of, who's excited for Life is Strange Volume 2? Or Season 2, or whatever it's called. Or, actually, I think it's just called Life is Strange 2. But who's excited for it? I actually am really excited, actually, especially after seeing the Adventures of Captain Spirit. Because, like, we saw that, and it was set in the same universe, and it seemed like there was another kid with powers, and then we saw the trailer where it was, like, some huge explosion gone off or something, or, like, a huge rupture had happened, and stuff just went flying. So I kind of want to know if Captain Spirit is actually involved in Life is Strange 2. I mean, it'd be cool if we had Max and Chloe back, because I kind of want to know what happened to them. Everyone wants to know what happens to them. It's Max and Chloe. But I kind of want to know what happened to them. Because there's got to be at some point a thing that will tell us their whereabouts. Speaking of, isn't there a Life is Strange comic? I think there's actually a Life is Strange comic somewhere. I forget where exactly I saw it, but I think I remember seeing one, like an actual official created one. Because the art style looked really similar to the actual Life is Strange. Oh, 7:56. My clock says 7:57, but that is because I have my clock set a minute ahead. Why do I have it set a minute ahead? I don't know, I just feel like it. Also, I feel as though I need a snack. I had a Hot Pocket for dinner, but that never really fills anything up. Should have brought a snack with me. Actually, I have snacks in like my second dresser drawer, but I can't really... Actually, no, I don't have anything in there. Last thing that was in there was saltine crackers, and I already ate them. Yes, I keep food in my dresser drawer, mainly because I never use it, and it always just breaks. Well, not breaks, but like, it always just is empty, because there's nothing to put in there. All my clothes are like, that drawer is that drawer is shirts, that drawer is pants, that drawer is extra clothes, and that drawer is fancy clothes. So I never really have any like need for that drawer. Well, to be fair, when I go to college, one of those drawers might get subtracted from my amount. So that's a thing. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Been a good stream. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Bye, guys.